gentleman, Anthony Suarez, in front of me. And I'm here again that time of year. I did call Solicitor Mr. Kennedy about changing the dates on the ordinance to see if we could do the trees again this year.
Yeah, Mr. Sweeney, I apologize. He actually called me yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to call him back. I believe it's your request to change the hours of operation?
No, just do it again this year in December.
Same.
Set the dates to this year.
Which is the same that we did.
I guess December 1 to December 23rd, 24th.
Unfortunately, your phone call came after they had already struck the agenda. But I certainly would have no objection to that, and I would make that recommendation to council. They've done it the last 2 years. We can place it on the agenda for the November meeting, and we can take action on it in November.
You've been too nice to the borough. I can never tell you no.
Good businesses.
Thank you. Do I need to come back next month, or do
I
just get mailed?
I don't think so. What I can do is I'll make the recommendation that we place it on the agenda for the first Tuesday in November.
Should I come?
It's up to you. You don't have to. You can contact my office after the meeting, and I can get you a copy of the resolution.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Val Colasano, 831 North Oakland Avenue. I think you've already addressed part of this. I think Jack is going to write a letter to PSE&G, who has been very bad about finishing the project. The lights on the Black Horse Pike.
That's correct.
And that's about the only thing we really can do about that.
Yes, I actually received the information this afternoon from Mr. Bayshore with the follow-up information that I need to write a letter to them demanding that they take action on that, and I'll get that out by the end of this week.
And the other thing, the playground near the VFW. The first slide on the left-hand side, if you look at it, there's 3 big bolts that attach. There's one missing, and so's the nut.
I will have somebody.
That's been all repaired. We went right now, so left, right?
Right. Probably.
Thank you.
Thank you. Al. Thank you. Tom?
Yeah, thank you. Mayor, members of council, I generally hear people complaining.
Could you state your name for the record, please?
Oh, sorry, Robert Pulsar, 322 West Clement Street Road, Runnymede. Generally, you hear people complaining. I really came here tonight for one purpose, and that was to commend Captain Daly. As you know, we had a serious problem at Cummingsford Road with the bridge that Timber Creek runs across Cummingsford Road, even to the point where it was at the point of flooding out. It was level with the street itself. We have tried for years, Mr. Bayshore and Mr. Bach, and trying to get the state to take some action. And when it was addressed to Captain Daly, he realized that it was an emergency management issue that should be handled in that fashion. He made the necessary telephone call, and within 2 days after the first rain, but prior to the next rain, the DOT came, cleaned out that entire area, so now it is clear flowing, and there's no more danger of flooding out in Cummingsford Road. You know, when somebody takes a little extra help like that, a little extra effort, that should be commended. And I think that Captain Daly deserves something in his permanent record to indicate that he took the interest, not my personal interest, but the interest of the people on the western side of Cummingsford Road, recognizing that it's an artery, and that in the event of a flood out, it would be serious either fire or emergency situation where either they couldn't come in or leave the borough. And he did what was necessary. So, you know, those of you who may sometimes argue with the police department doing this, that, and everything else, he deserves it. He deserves a round of applause, and I appreciate what he did. Thank you.
Wasn't it a big lot that somebody cut down?
Now I don't know what to do about that. There are numerous logs. Somebody is cutting logs, and I'm saying logs of 8 to 10 feet in length, and throwing them in Phillips Avenue, where Phillips and Reed is the only part that is open. They throw them over the fence there, and then they float down and they lock up underneath the bridge itself. And it was a major, major job. But he did it. He did his job, and you know, he should be recognized for it. And I appreciate what he did, because he did it not only for, you know, my immediate purposes, but also for all of the residents on the western side of the pike. So just keep it in mind. Thank you.
Excuse me, while you're up there, Could you elaborate on some of our plans for the Halloween thing?
Okay, I didn't know if you had done that or not.
I did, but I usually give you an opportunity to say.
Okay, well, the Runby Business Council is going to be sponsoring a window dressing. And we've gotten a nice response from some of the businesses along Black Horse Pike. And I would imagine, I don't know if your office is your bureau or not, but anybody in town along the arteries, we're using Triton High School as a new project this time to have them paint the windows with appropriate Halloween. I don't know address. Have them paint the windows with appropriate Halloween facade. So it might add a little more color to our community. And there's been a nice reception amongst the borough for that. We are going to have our normal Halloween party, and obviously every year we need judges. So if someone to volunteer, we need judges for the various kids. I know, Mayor, you're always involved in putting names out, but we need as many people as possible between 6 and 8 on Halloween night at the Williams Building. So if some of you guys could come up and give us a hand, we'd appreciate it. There's something to be done around there, whether it's handing out cookies or numbers or just lining the kids up and whatnot. That is our plans for that purpose. And while I'm here, I guess I can make a representation that some of you in the council may not know. Mr. Beatrice has been made aware of it. But I was given probably the nicest thing in the world as a historian, and that is a collection of papers dating from 1927 that were found in an attic in Albrightsville, New Pennsylvania, that belonged to a fellow by the name of Lamb, and he was the first secretary to the Board of Education. His granddaughter sent them down to me. I am in my office right now having my secretaries photocopy these. We're placing them under plastic. They have newspaper clippings from a mayor by the name of May, who followed John Bowers as the first mayor. And he was dedicating himself to getting Black Horse Pike paved. And he got a letter from the assembly saying they're going to have it paved. And he was complaining about the taxes in town. They're entirely too high. And he was complaining about the fact that a custodian in the Runby school system got a pay raise from $13 a week to $15 a week. And he wouldn't know the reason for it. So, you know, by the way, it cost $4,000 to send all the students in 1935 to Audubon High School from Runby. So, I mean, that was not per student, by the way. That was another concern. But I have these clippings, and I'm getting them prepared. I'm putting them under glass. Under plastic. A lot of them are graduation pictures and of the first graduation of Downing School. I intend to give that to the school for their purposes. The groundbreaking for Trinity Church is in there. There's just a phenomenal amount of paperwork that's there. And ultimately, I'd like to give it to the borough so we can leave it perhaps in the public section so that some people can appreciate it. But that's a little something which we're working on through the Civic Association and whatnot. But, you know, we're ready to assist. Anybody has any ideas for Halloween for us, give us a hand. We'll be glad to do it. Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thank you.
Just so you're aware, we are 2 volunteers here for popcorn.
You know, the popcorn team is always here.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you, folks.
There doesn't seem to be anyone to speak. I would close the motion.
The second.